We also want to look very intently at the lot size. So when an order is issued for 20 parts, and if that's the only 20 you're ever going to make, we're going to think differently and advise you differently than if you're going to make 2 million of those items this year, and you're going to release them to the shop floor 20 per day. We're going to take a hard look at lot size. So we want to look at average lot size, the largest lot size released to the floor, and then what happens if your best customer says, I need 2 of these tomorrow, and you have to tear down and set up and make only 2. So we're going to have a low, a high, and then we're going to have a median average. And we need to think about that on how we make decisions on the average setup, average number of setups per shift, per day, per week. You know, some things take 100 hours to make, so you might only have 1 or 2 setups a month. But if you've got 1 or 2 setups a day, it becomes even more critical. The 7 metrics we've just discussed are not as obvious to every manufacturer as I feel they should be. It's because we'll get too focused on the problem of the day, or we're breaking these inserts, or we're breaking a tap. And then it becomes the most important thing, and then we lose sight of, that's great, we need to address that immediately, but we need to step back one step and have the time, take the time to analyze all the data. Then we can make a better, more informed decision and can affect change. When we engage a customer, say we're talking to a CFO, a finance guy, we're going to tailor our discussion more about how we can add more EBIT, more net profit dollars to his plant, and we're going to describe exactly how we're going to do it through throughput improvement, lowering the cost of operation, reducing the amount of man hours attached to each item that they make. We're going to get a little better buy-in. If I'm talking to an engineering manager, we're going to talk about automation. We're going to talk about training. Also, we can help impact the throughput in a very positive way. If we have a group of operators, we're going to focus more on, wouldn't it be nice if every new setup you got was very homogeneous and the same, and you could be very familiar with it and it be in the right place exactly as you need it, and you don't have to mess with a tool holder once it's been preset. All you have to do is load it in the right sequence, touch the tool off, and start making parts. How we collaborate when we enter a plan is we like to grab your team and ours, manufacturers, our employees, our specialists, and we sit down and let's come up with what's most important today for you. That if we helped you remove that obstacle, it would actually be of benefit to you and offer you a documented cost savings. So we'll work together to address your needs, specific, and then we work on them together. It's not going to be one thing for one company and then we take that to every other company. It's always under your roof, what matters most. Then let's assemble the team, let's do it together, and while we're there and we're helping you solve it, we start to train and we teach you to feed yourself, so to speak. Over the long haul, we need to be committed partners in a true partnership, helping each other to drive out complexities in machining and to lower the cost of your operations so that you have a continued success and an increasing profitability.